Hello everyone and welcome to day 5 of this writing experiment. Today is the 14th of August, it is 20 minutes past 4 in the afternoon and I'm about to get started. So I didn't fall asleep until probably about 5 in the morning and got up at 12:30. Since then I've had food, Marx has come home and I've clinged to him for a while and yeah, I'm tired. I was tired when I woke up, it passed and I felt fine. And then I got really tired again and now I feel better. So hopefully I will stick with the better. Like I said, it is 20 minutes past 4. I should get my 10k today. I can't say I want to, but I should. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Kate's Pomodoro sprint video from a couple weeks ago. It says a week ago, but a while ago, and write to that. I think that that will be good because it will be shorter breaks, but still breaks, and then there will be sprints in between. I haven't written to this one before, so I don't know how long the sprints are, but I think there will be a variation of longer and shorter, and I'm going to try and see how that goes. I don't think I'll get my 10,000 words in 3 hours. That would be very quick. But I'm going to write to that stream, and then it's probably time for dinner. She says, looking down at the chocolate that she's about to eat. But dinner's probably be had at some point. So I'm going to start with that stream, see how that goes, take a break for food, and then write more afterwards, probably. But I'll let you know, as usual, how I do throughout the day. Hello again. It is now a little bit later. We've done 2 sprints in the stream, and I realized that I was wrong. All the sprints seem to be 20 minutes, and the breaks 7.5 minutes, which is a pace I'm quite enjoying. I've paused now to film this and go pee and stuff, but I'm quite enjoying it. It's quite a nice break. It's a nice length of a break, which sort of ties into what I did during my stream on Wednesday. I really enjoyed that when there was like a set time that I have this time off and then I have to go back into it. But this is a little different seeing as all the sprints are the same length, but I'm enjoying it so far. I've been doing really well. The first sprint I got 1,042 words and the second one I got 1,164, so I'm at 2,206 words for the day so far after 40 minutes of writing. This is a good pace for me. This is faster than I need to be for the 24-hour thing. And it's nice to be back at this pace again because I felt like I was slowing down a bit in the previous couple of days. So I'm glad that that's happening. We are on a break right now. Like I said, I paused, so it's going to go on for a little bit longer than the 3 hours the stream is, but that's fine. But we're on break now, and then we're going to get back into another 20-minute sprint, and then another one. I think there are going to be 6 20-minute sprints in total, and if this is anything to go by, I should be at like 8,000 words when this wraps up. Don't think I can expect to keep this pace up. I've been able to write a lot, like type a lot out, because I'm basically thought dumping. Again, this is some sort of zero draft, first draft mix. It's basically sort of an outline / brain dump. So I've been able to type out a lot because I'm in a point where I just need to discover what's going on and the characters need to think a bunch and I need to find their motivations and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this pace up for another 6,000 words and 6 more sprints, but we'll see what happens. But yes, I have moved out into the living room now. I'm sitting on the floor. I'm not actually writing on the floor. I'm writing over there on the couch where Marx is sitting because I'm clingy and I wanted to cling to my husband, so I'm going to do that. But I'm going to get back into writing now and let you know later on how I do, how it's going. But so far, going pretty well. Alright, we're another 2 sprints in, 2 20-minute sprints in. I got 849 in the first one and 868 in the second one. So I'm at 3,923 words for the day. It's going okay. I'm slowing down a little bit, but that's alright. I am doing some brainstorming as I write, which is fun. Like I come up with things that I need to change or need to do, and so I just make a note of it. I talked about that in a previous video. Make a note of it, and then I will come back to it eventually. Some of those things are actually affecting things I've already written, so that will be fun to deal with at some point. But it's going okay. I'm actually quite happy with it, and I'm happy that my writing has stayed pretty consistent. We now have 2 sprints left. We're in the end of a break now, so hopefully I'll wrap this up before the writing starts. But it's going pretty well. I have time skipped. I've skipped ahead in the story and skipped over some things that are going to happen. Time skip is probably the wrong word. That sounds like I'm just now skipping ahead in time, and that I've written like every minute of the story up until this point, which is not true. But I've skipped ahead in the plot that I don't have. We'll have to come back and fill in some gaps, but right now I wanted to just write certain bits to see if them falling into place means that I can figure out how they all connect. So doing that right now, it's going quite well. something really, really horrible has just happened in the story that I'm not exactly enjoying, but it's fun to write, if that makes sense. And I'm figuring out a lot more things about the sirens, specifically what happens to them when they die. And Marcus is right here. That sounded really cool, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounded like a smart, good, brilliant idea. So, happy with that, actually. And I feel like my sirens are... It's about time we'd say they're coming alive, isn't it? But it feels like they are evolving. The creatures that I'm creating, if I'm allowed to call them that, are becoming more real? Can I say that?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
See you after 2 more sprints. Alright, hello everyone. We are now 1 more sprint into the stream, so there's 1 to go. I think this filming will go in a bit to that sprint, but I'm gonna reset the timer and do 20 minutes. I just wanted to run some things by you because I realized that I am bad at math. That's the realization I had in my last sprint. I talked in like the second clip that, ooh, maybe I'll get to 8,000 words in this stream. What was I thinking? I had done 2 out of 6 sprints at that point and was at just over 2,000 words. That number should be 6,000. But I'm doing alright for myself, actually. I now am 7 words short of 5,000 words, so I have 4,993 words. 1 sprint to go, 20 minutes on the clock. I might make it 6,000. The last sprint I got 1,070 words, so I am averaging around 1,000 words per sprint. More or less exactly averaging 1,000 words per sprint, given that there's been 5 and I am 7 words short of 5,000 words. So if I can stick with it, if I can type that much, and if my Scrivener doesn't lag as much as it has been doing, I could make it 6,000 words in the sprint, which would be very nice. It's still not all the words I want for today, but it is the average I need to write 10,000 in 5 hours. So, you know, that whole stamina thing, that whole keeping up the speed thing. We'll see. I'm going to get into that sprint now. I'm also getting a headache, so when the stream is over, we're going to have dinner, take a bit of a break, hopefully come back to it, but I'll let you know how this sprint goes, and then later on in the evening what I decide to do. So, let's get these 1,007 words, I suppose. Hello again. I had to change locations because my computer was running out of battery, so I had to run in here during the sprint. But I just had my wordiest 20-minute sprint, not just of today, of this entire week. I got 1,260 words in 20 minutes, bringing me up to 6,253 words for the day so far. And I figured out some things. So where I started the story was in the beginning, I suppose. But there wasn't a lot of backstory for any of my characters. All 3 of them were sort of launched into, all 4 of them, but there's one who's only had 2 chapters of POV so far, and I don't think I like it. So none of my characters really had much backstory on the page. The inciting incident for several of them happened very early in all of their chapters. Ooh, I just figured out another thing. Anyway, they all happened very early in their respective chapters. So all the backstory that I've built has been from like flashbacks or someone telling someone else that, well, I've been through this or this has happened to me before, and we haven't seen a lot of that. And I just figured something out that brings the beginning of Millie's story back further. I have to start earlier, which is fine because it will show how she's no better than Eli. So Millie, the Siren Hunter, for those of you who might have forgotten or I haven't been clear on that. Millie is a Siren Hunter, Eli is a pirate. Millie doesn't trust pirates because she's been told that they are nothing but thieving, stealing liars, basically. And she was going to do something later on that would prove her to not be a very good person either. But I just had a thought for something that will make her be a cheating, stealing liar, basically. She'll be the stealing thing later on, I'd already figured that out. But the lying thing, I don't want to go into too much detail about it because it is quite spoilery. This whole thing, I suppose, is spoilery. But I love it so much. It is so good. And yeah, I'm just going to have to write so many things out of order and change things and figure things out. But that's sort of where I want this draft to be. Ideally, I would have wanted to have an outline and know exactly what I was doing and come away from this with 70,000 words of decently good story, if you can hear noise, Marx is cooking. But this way I'm figuring things out, like I'm learning things about the characters both through writing them and how they react to different situations, but also figuring out their backstory and eventually also writing that. And it's just really fun, and I also feel like I'm talking at like 190 miles an hour, and I'm sorry. But yes, my word count so far for today is 6,253 words. For the week so far, I'm going to do math for that too real quick, hold on. My word count so far for the week is 36,903 words. Ideally, I would still be at 50k today, but I'm going to take a step back actually. I am figuring out some really, really cool things for the story. Will it need an entire rewrite? Yes. Will it need several of those? Possibly. Will I walk out of this with something that I can actually turn into an outline and then start again from the beginning? Maybe. And that's all very exciting. But also, I have written almost 37,000 words in 5 days. And my combined time actually spent writing hasn't been that much out of those 5 days. I'm going to have a video in a week or two about like the stats of this and things I learned from this experiment. But actually taking a step back, not just looking at, I have another 35,000 to go in less time than what I spent writing the first 35 and a bit thousand. I've written almost 37,000 words in 5 days, and I'm not done with today yet. I do think and hope I will still have motivation and inspiration to keep writing after dinner, because right now I'm on a bit of a high. Right now I'm very excited to continue, but I need my food break, I need my headache to go away, I need to take my mind off of this for a while, and that could be bad, that could mean that I lose momentum, or it's good because it fuels me back into it. Maybe I figure something else out as well. Maybe I'll use part of dinner to talk to Marcus and tell him what a genius I am. But that's actually really cool. I don't think I've written these many words in a week before. At least not that I've tracked, at least not that I remember. And I'm just going to keep writing more words because I'm not done with the story or with the week. So excited about this, a bit amazed by this actually. The camera cut me off there because the battery's dying, but it just feels pretty cool. It feels really amazing, really cool, quite mind-blowing actually, and I'm gonna like marinate in this for a bit while I have dinner and hope that I still come back to this as excited. So dinner now, something on the TV now, and then I'll talk to you later. Hello everyone, the microphone is in a bit of a weird placement right now and the fan is on, so I don't know if you can hear me properly, but it is now midnight or 10 minutes past midnight. I have had dinner, we watched an episode of a show, we spent some time just hanging out because we haven't seen each other since Monday morning, and I've since started writing again. I am watching Leora Sophie's stream with QWERTY. I hope I'm saying both those names right. So far there have been 3 20-minute sprints. I joined the first one for 10 minutes, so I'm only counting that for 10 minutes. But I'm now at 8,407 words. Would like to get 10,000 before I go to bed. Would have liked to go to bed 2 hours ago, so we'll see how any of that goes. Hoping to get on 1,600 words. They're pretty snappy with their sprints. There's not that long of a break in between. So hoping to get that done in the next 2 sprints. Hoping to have those 2 sprints done before like 1 a.m. would be nice. Because tomorrow the Worldwide Marathon kicks off. It doesn't kick off until 5:30 in the evening for me, so I do have some day before that. But I'm gonna hit about 40,000 words today. I still think I'm gonna need about 70 to sort of remotely try to wrap this up, which means I'm gonna have to write 30,000 words Saturday and Sunday. So I'm not gonna stay up for the 24-hour thing, the whole thing, because no, I go back to work on Monday, but I am gonna have to do so much writing, and that means I have to get up fairly early both those days and stay focused both of those days. And also, you know, get some sleep, get to bed at a decent time so that I'm sort of back on track and not super tired when I go to work on Monday. So lots of writing this weekend, and I could probably stop now and just not write more tonight, but I do want to get to 10k, if nothing else to keep up the every other day pattern of this week so far, and just to have slightly less to write tomorrow. but we'll see how any of it goes. And I don't know yet if it is 70,000 that I need in total for this project, but I'm gonna aim for 70,000. My goal is still to have a finished story. Sort of, again, this is turning into more of an outline, brain dump, thought dump thing, but hoping to get done this weekend without having to write like 45,000 words this weekend, because that would be a lot of words. And I think that that might fry my brain. Back to writing now. Talk to you later. Alright, slight change of plan. It is now 1:45. The stream I talked about has just ended. We did do one more sprint that was 10 minutes long, during which I got 566 words, which I'm very happy with and quite impressed with. That's a lot of words for me to get in 10 minutes, and way better than the previous 10-minute sprint I did. So, happy with that. But the stream ended, and there was going to be a stream following it by OK Word, but I have decided to take the fact that this stream ended as some sort of sign from the universe that it is time for me to go to bed. I am tired, and I have a long weekend ahead of me, and then, like I said, work starts again on Monday, and I just need some time to sleep and rejuvenate myself. I'm surprised by how well I've handled today based on the time I went to bed this morning, but I'm hoping that me getting some sleep now will make me less tired in the weekend, first of all, but also make sure that this tiredness doesn't build and doesn't, continue and follow me into next week. So that would be very nice. So I am not leaving today with 10,000 words. I am ending the day with 8,973 words, so 1,027 words too few to reach the 10k. Could I physically do it? Yeah, I could physically type those words out. Am I in the zone, and have I been for the last hour or so? Yes, I have been, but I still think I should take a step back and sleep for the longevity of it and myself. If nothing else, I need to also last this weekend, and I also need to last well next week and for a long time further than that as well. But I think that me taking a step back and sleeping now is a good idea. So yes, I'm going to do that, and then I will start a new video for tomorrow, and I hope to get a lot done. Like I said, I'm going to have to write about 30,000 words this weekend if I want to get to 70,000, and my big end goal for the weekend is reaching the end of the story, which I don't know how far away from me that is. So it's going to be a lot of writing this weekend. I would like to get a lot done before the streams start. Like I said, the kickoff is at 5:30 for me, and then I think the first actual writing stream is 6 or 6:30 for me. So while I can stay up for a bit in the evening and will stay up for a bit in the evening, I don't want to wait to get my words until like 6:30 and then have to stay up until midnight again tomorrow to get them. So that's the plan for right now. Signing off for today. Now, I will say that my pattern is still pretty consistent. Yes, I am under 10,000 words today, but it's really been 10,000 or 11,000 on Monday, and then like 3,000 or 4,000, 10,000, 3,000 or 4,000, and then almost 10,000. Whether or not that continues over the weekend, I hope it doesn't, because again, I don't want to have to write like 25,000 words on Sunday. So hoping to get way more than 4 tomorrow, and yeah. And if I don't end up having 70,000, fine. My goal is still to finish the story. So I don't know how much more times I can say that, but if my math is correct, I'm going to put the actual number here, but I think I should be at about 40,000 now, like 39,000 something now, which is pretty neat. And again, 40,000 words, then let's say it's 40 in 5 days, is still pretty damn good. So I'm going to leave you with that for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with tomorrow's video tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Bye.